Okay, so in this one we are working through a set of exam questions on functions, which is for higher GCSE maths only. Okay, now at the moment I have enough questions to make 2 of these, so I'm going to make a functions exam questions playlist and link that down below if you want more in-depth explanations on functions, composite functions and inverse functions. Then my original functions playlist is also linked down below. Let's do this. Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here and you're trying to get the best grade in maths you possibly can, let me help. Start now by subscribing. Okay then, first up, f of x is x squared minus x cubed. Find the value of f of minus 3. So, f of minus 3 is going to be minus 3 squared minus 3 cubed. Now that's going to give us 9 add 27, which is 36. Next up, f of x is x over 3 add 4, and g of x is 6x squared add 3. Find f g of x. Give your answer in the form ax squared add b, where a and b are both integers. Okay, so f g of x means f of g of x. So, wherever there is an x in f of x, it becomes 6x squared add 3. So, we are going to get 6x squared add 3 over 3 add 4. Now the fraction simplifies to 2x squared add 1 add 4. So we finally get 2x squared add 5. Okay, next up, we are told h of x is the cube root of x for all values of x. On the grid below, draw the graph of the inverse function y equals h minus 1 of x for values of x between minus 2 and 2. Okay, so first up, we need to find the inverse function. Now, in the original function, only one thing is happening to x. It's being cube rooted. So the inverse is just the opposite of that. So the opposite of cube rooting is to cube. So h inverse is x cubed. So, then we just need to plug in some values. So if x is minus 2, y is minus 2 cubed, so minus 8. When x is minus 1, y is minus 1 cubed, which is minus 1. when x is 0, y is 0. When x is 1, y is 1. When x is 2, y is 8. So, plot those points, join them with a freehand curve, and your graph should look like that. Okay, then next up, for all values of x, f of x is sin of x, g of x is x, add 90. On the grid, draw the graph of the composite function f g of x for values of x from 0 to 360. Okay, so f g of x here is going to be sine of x add 90. So we have mapped sine of x to sine of x add 90. Now that sort of transformation results in a 90-degree translation left. So, sine of x looks like this, where this value in the middle is 180. This guy would be 90. So that for sine of x add 90 shifts 90 degrees to the left. And the graph we get looks like that. So it turns out sine of x add 90 is actually cos of x. Next up, f of x is equal to 5 minus x, and g of x is 3x add 7. We want to simplify f of 2x as g of x minus 1. So let's find both of those. So f of 2x. So here the x just becomes 2x. So it's 5 minus 2x. And then g of x minus 1 so here the x becomes x minus 1. So we get 3 times x minus 1 add 7, which is 3x minus 3 add 7, so it's 3x add 4. So now, altogether, we have 5 minus 2x add 3x add 4. So finally, minus 2x add 3x is just x, and 5 add 4 is 9. Okay, then part B wants us to solve g inverse is equal to 2x. So, to be able to do this, we are going to need to find the inverse g function. So, g of x, so I'm just going to call g, is equal to 3x add 7. Now, to get the inverse, we need to make x the subject. So we're going to take 7 and divide by 3. So we get g minus 7 over 3 is equal to x. So our inverse g function is x minus 7 over 3. Okay, so we want to solve that equal to 2x. So, x minus 7 over 3 is equal to 2x. Multiply through by 3, x minus 7 is equal to 6x. Take away an x, we get minus 7 is equal to 5x. And then finally, divide by 5, minus 7/5 is x. Okay, next up, f of x is x over x add 2, g of x is x squared minus 2. Work out fg of x, give your answer in the form a add bx to the power n, where a, b, and n are all integers. Okay, so fg of x means f of g of x, so the x in f of x becomes x squared minus 2. So fg is going to be x squared minus 2 over x squared minus 2 plus 2. So the 2's cancel out. Now that, because we have two terms on top, we can split the fraction. So we can say this is x squared over x squared minus 2 over x squared. Now, x squared over x squared is just 1. Now, 1 over x squared in power form is x to the minus 2. So, given that we have minus 2 over x squared, we can think of this as minus 2 times 1 over x squared. So, minus 2 times x to the minus 2. Okay, now the final question for this set a nice 4 marker, and it involves rearranging an algebraic fraction. So I have a video on this, I'll link that down below. So f of x is 2x add 3 over x minus 4. Work out the inverse f function. Okay, so again, I'm just going to write f of x as f. Some teachers will tell you to get y involved. Y, where's y coming from? Just call it f. So we're going to have f is 2x add 3 over x minus 4. Now we need to make x the subject. So we're going to multiply through by x minus 4. So we're going to get fx minus 4f is equal to 2x add 3. Now we need to get the x terms on the same side, so I'm going to subtract 2x. So we then have fx minus 2x minus 4f is equal to 3. The next thing we need to do is get rid of any term not containing an x. So we're going to, we're going to add 4f. So we get fx minus 2x is equal to 4f add 3. Now, on the left, we now need to turn these two x terms into one x term. So the way to do that is factorising. So on the left, we can factorise 2x times f minus 2 is equal to 4f add 3. Now to get x on its own, divide through by the bracket, so x is 4f add 3 over f minus 2. So then the final step, swap x and f is now the inverse function. So f inverse is 4x add 3 over x minus 2. Boom. Okay then guys, that's all the fun for this video. Remember, if you want more functions exam questions, and also I think the second set is going to be harder, then the second set is also going to be linked down below in the functions exam question playlist. If you found this useful, please do give us a thumbs up and subscribe. If you have any requests for topics you want covered like this, let me know down below in the comments. Take care.